We're a day before the NFL season begins in Tampa, and obviously 4 days before it begins writ large for all. Why is T.J. Watt still in limbo right now?
It is an extremely hard negotiation to do, and it's not saying anything about T.J. Watt as a player. He is an awesome player. He really is. Like, one of the best players in the NFL. I think Ben Roethlisberger said it perfectly today when he was like, give him all the money he wants. He's one of the best players. Totally agree. He also comes from a football family. I don't know if you've heard this or not.
Yes.
But, he's got some brothers that not only host a tag show, but also, which is actually a really good show, but also play football. And so he's well-versed in the J.J. Watt contract, which was a very long deal that, probably didn't hold up as great as some of the other deals. So he wants to make sure that his deal is perfect. And the Steelers don't do full guarantees beyond year one. They just don't structure contracts that way, and that has been the fight. I don't know if it's going to get done. I hope it does. Mike Tomlin has been optimistic. To me, if it doesn't get done, then the question is, is T.J. Watt going to play? And I honestly don't know the answer to that.
Well, why can't the Steelers make an exception for T.J. Watt?
This has always sort of been my, not that I have a contract stance, but if I did,
yes,
this would be it. It's like teams have principles. We don't negotiate a contract 2 years out. And then they do it for their quarterback, and you're like, well, he's our quarterback. And I'm like, yes, but some players who are not quarterbacks have that kind of power. Julio Jones in Atlanta had that kind of power. They did a contract 2 years out. To me, if you are the Steelers and you're trying to somehow, some way get this mega deal done for Ben Roethlisberger, for T.J. Watt, making the exception for Watt makes sense. I'm sure there is a bridge. I'm sure they could figure it out. I know that time has sort of been running out. So we'll see if it gets done today, or we'll see if it gets done Saturday right before the season. I could see both happen.
Well, then Tomlin will have to break his rule, right? That if no practice, no play. But you got to put him out there. I mean, this is the Bills. This is what it's all about. How do you think Big Ben's statement landed in the general managers and owners' offices today? Ian?
I think Ben's been there for 20 years, so when he says things, even though they love Big Ben and all that, I'm sure there's a little bit of an eye roll. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for your input. We appreciate your salary cap expertise and your contract advice. I'm sure they roll their eyes at it, but his point is a good one. T.J. Watt's not going to get all of the money in the world. He's going to get a lot of money, so what they're arguing is probably not as much as, I don't know. I'm sure it's not as big as they all think it is. I'm sure something can get done. I just don't know if something will get done.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.